Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in colony survival. Let me show you some of the homework I've done. Looks like I made this a little too wide, so we're gonna have to take this off. Um, but yeah, I've been deploying our builders and our diggers to carve out more areas for us to basically farm and expand our castle. So we've got a couple more platforms. We're gonna need to put the merlons along here and just double check the size. We've got another platform over here. In fact, we could set another one. We'll do that in a minute. I think this may be the side that, is this the side I expanded on? Might be. I think I added this wing between episodes. Could be wrong. This little wing here that we'll use for farming. Yeah, there's a floating tree there I got to get to. We still have this whole side, the rest of this side to get to, this whole corner back here, and then this whole side. Oh, I guess we've got a little bit going on this side. So we're about halfway encircled. Halfway encircled with farming annexes off of our main castle. Also did some experimenting with lighting. This is not where I did it. Let's head over here. Here's the front. Where did I do that? I think it might have been on the first level. Let's go down to the first level. We'll take a look around. I think this episode we're going to end up doing a bunch of building. So if you're into watching that, that's what you're going to get. If you're not into watching a lot more building and expanding the castle, then maybe skip ahead to the next episode. Eventually I want to get these rooms built up, these crafting rooms, and get a bunch of, and start focusing on increasing the population of our colony and getting a lot more products built a lot faster. So let's go to the first level farm. So yeah, that's what's in store for this episode. Where did I do it? Over here? Now I can't seem to remember where I did the enhanced lighting. Basically the lighting for our farm areas. The other thing I'll show you that I've been experimenting with, I think we're fairly, well, we're not real safe to walk out here. But you see how on this first level we have kind of this inset layer of stone, and then it comes out, and then we've got the merlons. I kind of want to do that on the other layers as well. So this is kind of what it would look like if we change the second floor to have kind of a push out or an inset row before the merlon wall. So that's going to take some rework, but I think once it's done, that will actually look better than just this flat look here on the second floor I'm looking at, compared to over here where you've got the inset wall and then this. And it actually balances out with the floor above it a little bit better, I think. So we'll do some of that. We're going to have to tear out a bunch of this wall. So that's another thing I was experimenting with. And I think that's actually where I was doing the lighting. So let's go hop back in here. Cut through the hedge maze. Now, I've been paying attention to the zombies. I don't think they've entered the hedge maze in quite a long time. I just watched a big cluster of them. I did not see any make it through the hedge maze. So is this where... This is not where I did the lights. Let's go up one more floor if we can. Oh, we can fix the stairs here now that we have our construction done. Let's just do that real quick. Boom, we can pull that up, and I think this can go for now. So we've got wood on the floor. We saw that a couple episodes ago, I think. We want to replace all this dirt with this wood texture, and as soon as we get rid of all the farms, we can do that. Let's go up and just see. This looks like where I've experimented with the lights. Nope, that's not it. I cannot find it. Whatever. I've been playing I've been playing with the lights. You can see on the second floor we now have lighting. It's pretty bright, maybe too bright. Yeah, it looks a little bright now. That might be too bright. We could probably take this down a notch. Anyway, we'll see about that. So yeah, so this episode, we're going to keep on building. We're going to try and go with that more layered approach. Let's just start in on that since we started talking about it. I'm going to have to get rid of one of our guards here too to pull this off. But basically, I got to pull off that whole bottom layer. So all of this comes out. I guess if we remove this block, what happens to him? Okay, he goes. That's fine. All of this has to come off. I suppose I could almost get a digger to do this, right? But it's not too much. Let's just, let's see how we can do. I think this whole outer layer comes off. We're going to put the top part back, but I got to take off the top to get to the bottom. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So I think what happens now is we go here, and then if I can get to the side here without falling off, like that. I think these two layers continue on. And our merlons end up over here. Like this. That is where I think we're going to end up with. We'll do it, then we'll walk over to the other side and see how it looks. But again, this episode, we're going to be doing a lot of this kind of thing. So if that's not what you're into, go ahead and skip it. You won't hurt my feelings. Boom, 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 boom. I think this is going to end up looking much cooler. Now, it puts our guards one level up from where they were. So they may not be quite as effective or have quite the range. And up here, we're basically sticking with archers. Okay, let's see what that does for us in terms of the look. We'll head over here, away from the trees. Yeah, see, I think that looks a lot better than, say, the row above it without the double wall. That extra layer looks kind of cool. And I'm still struggling with where to actually put these supports. So let's do that. We'll have to do the same thing on the kind of the wall that's facing the lake. We're going to have to rip all that out. And then the only thing that'll still be there is just like the merlons. The layer underneath has got to go. Let's get on it. Oh, our colony points. Let's quickly just extend the limit on colony points. So this will take us up to 250. And then we'll start accumulating more. And then maybe the next upgrade for colony points, we'll go back to doing colony point, the efficiency upgrade. So let's take off this support. I'm still not sure what I want to do with these. And then we need to, what? We need to come under here and make sure there's nothing under that one. Yeah, there's nothing under that, so that's fine. And then this whole layer needs to just go away, particularly the layer underneath. But we got to take the top layer off to get to it. This isn't too bad, otherwise I'd have a digger do it. I've got plenty of jobs laid out already for the builders and the diggers. I did a bunch between episodes to set them up with stuff to do. So that comes out, and then we go 2 layers. This does cut down the farming area a little tiny bit, you know, by a square, basically. But I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to look quite a bit better. We don't want crates. Although I thought about using crates as a building material, but I just wonder if it would cause the game to lag if there's like more calculations around the crate blocks. So I didn't want to try it. Boom. All right. Here, what are we got to do? We got to take off this layer underneath. So let's see if I can figure this out. This guy still comes... Keep clicking on the wrong guy. This guy's got to come out to like that. There's our merlon. And then we're going to do this routine straight back. So let's take this out. Again, I think this is going to look better. This part, we're not going to station guards here over the farm, probably. The tree farm. There's not much point in it. But we'll keep the look. All right, let's leave it like that for now. Let's go take a look again and see what this looks like. Yeah, I think that looks better. And again, I'm still not sure on the supports. That's not bad where that support is. I don't like it on the corner like this. It makes it look too much like an office building, not like a castle. So let's do the next floor. And let me see. We've got a couple options. One, we can just drop the ceiling down on this floor. I'll show you. I've already got that kind of started. Like we can just bring this ceiling down here. Let's take out this light. So yeah, I'll finish this and then we'll go over and take a look and see what this looks like. This gives the effect for the next floor, the sunken in effect. Let's go see what that looks like. Lights, I think, by the way, are going to end up. I think I did something like 1, 2, 3. Something like that is where the lights are going to end up. But let's go check and see what it looks like. Definitely need more light, so we'll spend some time doing that this episode too. Ammo looks great. Food looks really good. So yeah. So that looks a little more balanced, right? Like 2 blocks in between. That looks pretty sweet. Once we get the top layer cleaned up, that'll look even better. That's maybe where I did the lights up on the top floor. Those lights look like they're the way I want them. Cool. All right, let's keep at it. Let's finish this second floor and then go down and clean up the lights on the first floor. We'll clean up the lights here too. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm putting them on like the third. Let's see. Let's go up top. I think that's where I worked out kind of a little system. It's just hard because every floor is a little different. So we got the pillar coming down here. Do we have that down there? No. Let's mark this with a light. And let's put a pillar there. So now we know the bottom matches the top. This can go. And let's do the same on this side. Make sure we have a pillar coming down right in this section. And then I think I might have gone too far down. I want to put a light here just so we know that this is where we're playing. So there's 2 support columns. I see. And then what I was doing with the lights was 1, 2, 3. Or did I? Yeah, not quite where I have it. It would be. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. think this is where I was standardizing on the lights. 3 off of the support column kind of diagonally. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's the light. And then same here, it would be 1 on the diagonal, 2 on the diagonal, and the third one gets the light. 2. Take that off. The light there. That can go. Still maybe too bright, right? Oops. Just looking to see what the wall looks like over here. Ooh, I'm in the wild territory here. Let's hop the fence. Boom. Okay, so this one has the scaffolding effect all the way through. Not scaffolding, but you know, it's kind of layered. Those lights look good. It's just a little bit bright. I wonder if I could take down the outer lights. Maybe just double up in the middles. Something like that, maybe? It's not so intense. That's not too bad. Hard to get the lights right. Where it's not super duper bright. Let's go back up. So this is our column right now that we're using for the lights. 1, 2, 3. And then this block I left just to see if that's where we're going to put that kind of sunken layer. But I guess it's got to come out back this way. Let's take off these supports. So we need, in order to have that effect, we need to put blocks here, right? Oops. Pretty sure this is what we need. Okay, so now we've got that all the way around. That's no longer needed. I guess we could still use this column as a guide for the lights, right? We're coming in 3. And then what I did before, take these out, is I used a spacing of 10. So I'm going to grab some bricks here. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3. That's kind of how I went about it. Kind of use 10 bricks just to space these things apart. I think that's 10. And then with these, we can kind of eyeball them. Once we have two, a couple lights placed, we can kind of eyeball and tell that whether it's lined up or not. So this one, I think, goes here. Then we need one more somewhere out this way. That. Is that right? Yeah, it looks a little weird, right? It looks a little off. Let's go take a look from the other side, see what it looks like. Oh, you can't even see the lights, really. They're kind of hidden. Looks like on the first level, they're lower down, right? And on the second level, they're kind of recessed. That's kind of interesting. That's not bad. Actually, that hiding the lights looks kind of cool. Let's go down to the first level and see if we can match, or let's look at the second level. This is going to be our main guide. Let's see how we feel overall. Now, it seems like they're shifted over, doesn't it? It's because there's an overhang on this beam of 2 blocks, where on this beam, it's right on the edge. So what we could do, we could cheat this one in a little bit, but it's going to be hard to make them even. Or we could line them up on the second row. Yeah, just the second row of the crop here. But that's not even either. Yeah, it's not perfectly symmetrical, that's for sure. This one, we've got what? 3 blocks? 2, 3. We got 4 to the overhang. This one, we're right next to it. So we could do something like that. Oop, I'm on the stairs here. Let's see what that looks like. That looks a little more natural. Let's just do that. Maybe they won't be the same on every floor. I'd love to get a pattern here because we're going to have several floors. And we've got several of these little farming areas like this to do. Light up like this. All right, let's go check the other side. I think that's lined up. Yeah, let's go check and see the other side, what it looks like. Still seems pretty bright. Let's take out these interior ones. Here and at the far end. See if we can take it down a tad. We'll keep them in the middle. Let's go see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks kind of cool, right? I like it. I kind of like that a lot. That support doesn't look bad here. It seems like it needs to be moved over, like maybe 3 more merlons. So somewhere within the first 3 merlons, 3 or 4, seems like that's where the support needs to be. It looks like there's just too much of this building suspended in thin air without a support. Or we could put a second support somewhere around here. Let's take a look at that. We'll focus on the second floor, and then we'll copy whatever we're doing here on this floor, down a floor, and then up a floor, and then we'll move to the other areas. So where's our support is here. This is going to impact the ability for our guards to walk along, but I guess they can just pop down and hop back up, because I'm picturing putting guards over here. So that raises a couple questions. One is, if we take this out and put it with a merlon, like that, the other option is to put it like literally way in, kind of in the farm area, but it seems like it belongs out here. If I do that, that's going to make this look a little strange. Let's try it. And then, yeah, let's see what that looks like real quick. This needs lights, obviously. That does not look bad to me. That looks like it could be supported. So if we did that underneath, I think that would look good. So we're doing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6. Maybe every third merlon we put a support. Again, this is all for looks, right? We don't need any of this, but kind of want it to look cool. So we'd leave a gap of 2. And then we put a support. And I think our guards can walk around these. Gap of 2. And then gap of 2. That's all fine. I could go there, I suppose. That actually lines up pretty nicely. Let's take. It's hard to see through the trees, but I don't want to take those down. They look kind of cool. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet to me. Looks like it's supported. We can still place guards on all those positions. We're not blocking any of the little places where the guards can stand. And there's not so much overhanging here where it looks like this could just break down. I like it. I like it. So that's the lights, that's the layering, and that's the support columns. Let's match the support columns on the other side of here. And then on the front, do we need them on the front? We could. So if we did it in the front, it would be something like, well, I don't want to put one here. I say we skip the front for now. So I think we said the first one is like here, right? And then every 2, this support comes out. Leave a gap of 2, and we do this one. Leave a gap of 2, this one. And gap of 2. I'm not sure why that torch. Oh, that was when we were marking our territory, kind of. I think that's right. This support can kind of come out, I think, couldn't it? Yeah, we don't need this one anymore. And that matches over here, kind of. I guess in theory, this one should be back one. So it would be more like this. We got to get rid of that torch. Something like that. That looks pretty sweet. It looks supported. I like it. I kind of like that. I kind of like it a lot, actually. Let's look down here. So that's where it all is going to start. Let's go down and see if we can copy some of this stuff down to the first floor. So we said our merlon supports are like, this one's a little different, but let's see, it would be right here. Now this time we are going to have to provide a way for our guards to get up there. In fact, we may just want to put a level here that they can kind of climb up. Keep an eye on our colony points so we don't waste them. So let's take this out. Just, I'm not sure if that's in the right spot or not. You here? Is that right? I think that's right. Nope. Nope. One more over. And then we need to... Oh, yeah. This is where it gets a little tricky. Or no. Yeah, this is a little tricky, right? So up the next floor, we have like a fake... We have like a hollowed out area here. Here, it's actually the ceiling where the scalloped level is. Anyway. So that's why it's going to be harder to hide the lights on this one. What if, let's finish the merlons. And then what if we just hid the lights behind here? Is what I'm thinking. Is that too much light? We wouldn't have to do every one, right? We could take these out if it's too much. Let's see. That would simplify the light situation quite a bit. Let's take out these supports. It's a little bit of crop space back too. And let's copy the merlons here. It almost doesn't matter, because this is inwardly facing. This wall. I think this wall is going to turn into a hedge, if I'm honest. There's no reason really to have a concrete wall here unless we wanted to block this off in an emergency or something. But we could still do that with a hedge. Let's take this out and see what it would look like as a hedge. And then we're still going to have supports coming down. So let's think about that. That, I guess those would be like here. Right? And we throw a light on there. We don't want to take up the boxes, the crates. These are for the farmers. Oops. Around this tree, I think. Looking at right there again. Boom, boom, whoops. We can pop a light in here. Yeah, this may be a better solution for the light. Just put them on these supports. All right, let's get a little bit of hedge. Or warm temperate grass. Have a grass hedge. I think this is where we're at, right? We've got another support here. Is that right? Yeah, that looks like it's lined up. Oops. Let's get rid of that one. Grass through here. Just for the look of a hedge, kind of separating these two farming areas. Put a couple here. This doesn't have to be real closed off. That looks good. Oh, man. Yeah, that looks a lot better than what I got above. Okay, all of our supports line up. That's cool. The merlons line up. That's going to come back. The lighting looks like it's going to work like this. How do we do it? We went over here. Boom. And then I think we did every other one. Right? Skip one. And then one here. That's not bad. That lighting looks good too. Oh, man. Very, very cool. And this is how our guys are going to get up on the wall. And they don't have to worry. Yeah. Yeah, they get a clear path to guard position. So that is cool. Oh, man. I think we're on to something here. Let's go up. Stairways on the inside here. Yeah, let's go up to the let's go up to the second floor and try out the different light method. That would be here. Skip one here, skip one here. take these out, even though I just measured these all out, I think this is going to be a whole heck of a lot easier. And get us a better balanced light, not too much light. There. 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 Let's take this out. Boom. That's easier on the eyes. That's not super bright. We could put one here if we wanted. I think that looks really good. And I think that's going to look cool at night. Let's go up to the 3rd floor and see if we can pull this off. Look at these merlons lined up. That is right. Do we need to... Okay, we need to... We've got the flooring fine. Is that lines up? I think. Or does that have to come back one? Something strange here. Oh, this one has to come back one. I see. This guy is here. Right? So he's one back from the merlon. I can fill that hole. Yep, one back from the merlon thing. And then it's going to look a lot like that. So we got to put our recess in, which I think is here. That all comes out. All right, this is the kind of the recessed part that makes it look like it's sticking out a little bit. Food looks good. Could keep an eye on that every once in a while. It looks fine. Oop. This support, if it still stays there, would have to come out. I'm just going to take it all the way out. Not sure how far this needs to come back. I guess all the way. It's going to be a little cramped through here. Let's do it. Now, this floor is going to be a little bit different because they can just walk out. Let's do a couple supports and then we'll just take a look and see how it's taken shape. Actually, we'll just do this side and see what we get. If it lines up, take out some of these lights. I think that's what we were going with lights. Let's just see how that side looks over here. If it lines up. Get over here. Yeah, that looks cool. Oh man, check that out. That looks pretty sweet to me. So these are our farms. They're still outdoors, but they're protected. And then inside, protected from all the elements. We don't even have windows. Eventually, maybe we should put some windows on the castle here. That looks sweet. I think that looks awesome. Cool. Yeah, let's finish doing the 3rd floor over here. And then maybe we'll put some farms down. And then put some builders to work, building out more levels for us, because they're probably getting through the end of their queue of jobs. Yeah, this looks good. I like it. Can follow this one down. This is the first one, I think. Whoops. I think that's right. I'm just going to double check. It feels... Yeah, it's 2 in. I think that's right. I'm just going to double check. That, yeah, that looks like it's all lined up. Good, good, good. Skip 2 and pop that on. Skip 2, pop this guy. Throw a light on that one. Skip 2 here. We got zombies coming. And then skip to this, I think was for a builder. That can probably go. Check it out. Man, that turned out good. I'm pretty happy with that. Nice. We got to do the other side. Let's, Tell you what, let's wrap this episode here. I'll do a little bit of homework in between. I'm maybe going to try and get this side to match up, these 3 floors. Maybe I'll do that off camera. And then when we come back, we'll probably have more building to do. Look at that. That looks so cool. I think that, man, I think that just looks really good. We're getting a lot of zombies too. I might want to place some more guards. Look at them all. We're going to have a ton because we're going to grow quite a bit from here. Man, that looks sweet. Really like that. Oh, man, that looks cool. We need to put a layer. Yeah, we need to put layers down here too. Show what I mean real quick. To have that effect, that kind of sticking out effect, we'll need to here put a layer like probably like this. It's going to cramp things in a little bit. The other option is to kick this out on one more, but then nothing's going to line up again. I think that's fine. Let's grab some more brick. I can't really go see this. I guess I can. Take a chance, run out there. This would kind of need to connect up to that. Those are stairs. Okay, here comes some more guards. Let's go run out there real quick and just see what it looks like. I think we can dodge some zombies. In fact, they never even make it through the hedge maze. I'm totally jinxing it, but they rarely make it through. Just see what it looks like. Yes, better, right? Better. Yeah, that looks cool. Oh man, that looks cool. So what we just did is put a little layer here. It kind of blends in behind it. It's not solid, but it looks like a support. You know, it doesn't go back further, but it does give us that little shelf look. And that looks, man, that looks sweet. How does it look over here? Does it line up? Yeah, yeah. So here's the corners. Oh man, that looks cool. We're a little bit off here. Now you can see, yeah, I see an imperfection. Oh man. It lines up on that side. It doesn't quite line up on the other side. I'll have to look at that. It's hard for me to show you. Let me hop out of here and see if I can show you what I mean. We should be getting towards the end of the zombies. See how that ledge lines up? But over on this side, it doesn't. I may need to troubleshoot that and see what the issue is. It looks like one of these floors is not like the others. Like one side is higher than the others. That could drive me crazy. There is definitely an imperfection right here. I'll look at that between episodes and see what we need to do. Hopefully I won't have to tear out a lot of stuff. This looks just awesome to me. It's perfectly matched. Right, there's a two block gap between each floor. That's perfect. That is lined up perfect. This one, I think this floor right here is one too low. This may need to come up one. And then the one above it, doesn't look like it has that problem. So it's just the floor on one side here. This floor looks like it's one block too low. Right there. I'll take a look between episodes, see what I can do. I've got some homework to do. I'll keep an eye on the colony points. I think what I'm going to do on colony points, just to let you know, because I'm probably going to have to spend some. But if we go in, I think what I'm going to grab is the colony point efficiency next time. So that as soon as we get up to 100, I'll probably take that upgrade to get us up to 10 out of 20. And then if it goes up again, I'll probably do another, just increase the limit so that I'm not having to pick colony point upgrades off camera as much. But I won't move any farms. I won't build any workstations or anything. I'm just going to kind of work on building stuff between episodes because we have a lot of that to do. We're going to have plenty of it on camera. But yeah, I just got to figure out this floor, how to reconcile it. Hopefully it's not in the castle, an issue with the castle floor too. But I'll take a look, see what I can figure out. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Really enjoy having you here on this journey of colony survival. We are doing pretty good, and our castle is starting to look pretty sweet, in my view. We'll just see. We get a lot more episodes to come. We have a lot of growing of our colony to do. But again, I'm going to try and match these things up. And then I may, yeah, I'll do some other homework too. I'll let you know at the top of the next episode. All right, for now, signing off. I'll see you in the next episode.